serving God. When I came down here, it was all about serving God, and not the God that's written in your Bible. It is the God, the creator of all things. And when I started to divide it between man and the God, it was like, oh, that is completely different, because ego said it has to look this way. And breaking those rules, oh my God, I got pitchforks and people coming after me, and that fear of that caudate nucleus would just start to throb, and it would pulsate, and oh my God, and I had my energies would be all messed up in my aura. I would be clarity would be off, my paranoia, because my governing meridian would go down, my central meridian of vulnerability would kick in, and then I would be gathering proof after proof of, oh my God, because my caudate nucleus says, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." It was insanity. It was controlled me. It had every right to, because I had no idea that I needed education to be able to. And the more I brought education in from source, the more I brought education in it, the more it was metaphysical meaning, the esoteric knowledge, the shit that we were told that was bad, wrong, and evil, and get it out. No, I'm done being controlled. I'm connecting to that source. And as I began to go through that fearful stage of the devil's gonna get me, and the devil's gonna control me, and the devil. No, let's transform those thoughts out. Let's get rid of all that fear, and let's stop conjuring up thought forms to become so real that you cannot deny it. But it takes me back to that story in the Red Lion, where all of a sudden the statue comes to life, only because the master sat there and gave it power, until one day that statue started to move. Then that statue began to start to copy the master. And then the master kept giving its power so much away that it forgot that it gave it, and brought it to life. And that thing started to take over and control and condemn him and torture him to the point where it was sucking the life out of him. To the point that he was on his deathbed. Now, this was a guy that took an elixir of life that can never die, but this statue started to take its life. It had him convinced and believed that it could. And one day, as he's about ready to take his last breath, he thought, holy crap, I'm the one that made it alive. So he started taking his power back from that statue. And every time he took his power back from that statue, guess what happened? The statue stopped owning him. The statue became less and less, to the point the master took his power back and no longer was going to die, because he didn't need to, because he stopped believing. He stopped making the decision that it had that much power over him, and that his Frankenstein came to life. There is so much you can do. There is so much you can. Education is the first thing y'all need. Education is the very first thing y'all need, and that's why I sit here every Monday there and give you the knowledge that I've been through. I have gone through a lot. Oh, I have not gone through as much as others, but I am not supposed to. I am supposed to bring you forth the details that I know that I'm supposed to teach you. And when you begin to go through the dark night of the soul and it begins to own you, holy mother of God, bitch slap after bitch slap, or scariness, or you just can't seem to shake it, and the insanity feels like it's going to own you, or it already has. What are you supposed to do? When you start reading signs, I remember synchronicity followed me everywhere, and it felt good that I was connecting. But I did not know my authentic self. I was the happiest lark in town, right? But I had all of these other things happening. Yeah, wasn't happy with my husband. I wasn't happy with life. I had to take care of this. I had to take care of that. Responsibility here, responsibility there. Oh my God, the monotony of having to clean the house, pick up after everybody. Blah. My life was great, but how many buts do you have in your life? That's right. A but is a belief under transition. How many beliefs do you have that are under transition that never make it to fruition? You need to learn.